In this lesson, I want to talk about warming up. It's going to be a really important thing to do because obviously when you pick up the guitar and you've either been asleep or you want to kind of warm your hands up before doing a show, you don't want to go out on stage and, you know, feel like you haven't had the guitar in your hands and the first three songs are just rubbish. So, yeah, I'm going to take you through a couple of warm-ups that I like to do. One of them is just going to be a simple single string stretching exercise, which starts pretty basic and then it sort of like moves out and gets you a proper stretch on. Obviously, when you haven't kind of warmed up, this is going to be a bit difficult. But you know, you probably want to try this slow first of all, and then kind of gradually speed it up. And it's a good way of syncing up your left hand and your right hand because I'm going to be using picking as well. So here's the exercise. Okay, so it's just going to be on the high E string. The first few frets are going to be 11, 12 and 15. And I'm just going to be picking, starting with an upstroke. Next position is 12, 14 and 17. Then 12, 15 and then 18 on the high E. And then just extend your little finger so we're playing like an E minor arpeggio, actually, all on one string. So that's 12, 15 and 19, and that's it. Okay, so slow. And then basically you just work your way back through the shapes, but in the opposite direction. And then you can just finish it off with a... Okay, and that's warm-up number one. This next warm-up that I want to show you is going to be using all of the strings. But the good thing about this exercise is it's using the same notes on every string, so you haven't got to worry about any position shifts or anything like that. Again, I'm going to be starting using an upstroke, but personally, for me, it's just easier to play 6 notes on each string, starting with an up instead of a down. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. But here's the exercise. Okay, very simple. It's just going to be 11, 12, and 15, and it's going to be the same on every string. So you're just basically playing each shape twice. Move to the A string, then D, G, B, and then high E, and then work your way back down again. Okay, so again, it's pretty simple conceptual-wise, but it gets you training between the left and right hand. Again, you probably don't want to, you know, approach any of these at lightning speed straight away. It's probably a good idea to start a lot of these slow and then just gradually speed them up. I've got one final warm-up exercise that I like to do, and again, it's going to be using all the same shapes. You know, like musically, it's not really supposed to make a lot of sense. It's really just geared up between, you know, to build up your coordination and everything just before you go and play or whatever. So this is going to be the last position. Here it is. Okay, this is all going to be on the 20th fret, the 17th fret and the 14th fret across the D to the high E string. And the first shape is going to look like this. Okay, so that's basically just starting on 20, 17, 14, up to 17, back to 20. Then we've got 14, 17, 20, 17, 14 on the G. So that's the pattern. Then start that pattern again, but on the 20th fret of the G, moving to the B string. Then start that pattern on the B, going to the high E string. So. Okay, so basically, there's a couple of times where I didn't get it quite right, but obviously, you know, third, fourth, fifth time, it starts to kind of tighten up, and that's when you can start to feel that these warm-ups are really working. Okay, and just to come down again, we're just going to repeat each string, so. Okay, that's the end of my lesson for warming up.